Yo, what's up? What's up? It's your girl Shaded right here with Straight Out the Trunk Radio, Rolling Loud Weekend. We got another dope interview with another dope artist. We got J Main in the building with us. What's up? How you doing?
What's good? I'm in the building, man.
In the
blessed
building.
to be here.
Absolutely. Blessed is correct.
Yeah.
Blessed is correct. We're blessed to have you as well. All the way from White Sulphur Springs, West Virginia.
Yeah.
Okay. I don't know nothing about that. Number one, if I read it somewhere, I would think black people don't live there.
Yeah.
So
it sounds pretty racist.
It sounds white as hell. It sounds white as hell. And I see, I'm doing some research. You be snowboarding.
Yeah.
Okay, so you be doing white people stuff.
Yeah. Because
you out there with the white people. So how long you been snowboarding?
I've been snowboarding. Shoot, I first picked it up when I was 16. So that was the first time I went. But like, I've been snowboarding ever since. Like, yeah.
Okay, that's cool.
Not too much though. Like, I don't really get to go like that. Like a lot of people get to go all season pass like that. I just get to, I just get to go when I can. So,
okay, well shit, you look like an expert to me.
Nah,
shit, I was looking.
I could have went to
stuff.
the X Games and shit
What?
Yeah, because you don't like you say, you don't see many black people doing that.
Mm-hmm.
So you think my mom and my dad was like, yeah, we gonna get this nigga on the take him to the mountain. Like,
right. You wasn't getting that kind of support.
And I'm an hour from the mountain, like just thinking back, like, yo, I could have been that nigga on the X Games.
Yeah, right? Real shit. Instead of Sean White, we got Sean Black, but now we got J Main. Okay, yeah, no, that's
everything happens for a
reason. Happens for a reason. This led you to the music, so it's all good. It's all good. Okay, so as far as West Virginia's concerned, I've never been there. Maybe some other people who might watch this interview never been there, don't know what it is. Where, if I'm popping up West Virginia, 3 places you taking me when we land? Where we going? Like
cities or like activities?
It's just, you tell me. I don't know what's in West Virginia. You want to take me to eat? You want to take me to the mountain? What do I need to see? What's the essentials?
I mean, everything is right there. In my city, it's real small. It's like, I'm talking about small.
It sounds small.
But in this little town, like, you could look to the left and it's the mountains.
Okay.
Go get some good food at like a 5-star restaurant.
Okay. You can always get some good food.
And then I'd probably like take you like fishing or something. Like, at a nice lake.
Okay, some outdoor stuff.
On a boat or some shit.
That's cool. Okay. I like some outdoor stuff. I used to go fishing with my great grandma. So yeah, I will do some fishing stuff.
I'm outdoors, like. That's like my era. We grew up outside. Like, we wasn't inside on tablets and on the game. Like, we had a game, but that was for like when you got grounded.
Okay, it's okay. That was a punishment.
Like, for real, when you got grounded, that's when you got on PlayStation and stuff like that. But other than that, we was outside. Like building fires, starting fires, just getting in the stuff outside.
Okay. Yeah, you was really on some outdoor shit. Okay. LA, we city. We kind of outside, but depending on where you live, you can't be outside like that. So, that's a whole nother situation. So, you said you were younger, you kind of did a lot of things outside. What was your, home life like at home? Because I read a little bit about that, moms kind of sang around the house, dad made some beats and stuff, So what did your house feel and sound like as a kid?
It was like real soul-y, like Billie Holiday, like jazz music.
Okay.
Like, that's what I came up in. Like and then my cousins and stuff, older cousins, was like hip-hop and stuff.
Okay.
Like,
so that was
it was really like, older soul music and like jazz, just like beats, instrumentals and stuff like that.
Okay. Well, so as far as moms and pops is concerned, whose playlist was better, mom or dad?
It just depends on the mood, for real, because both of them had good playlists.
Okay. Did mom have more soul and dad kind of was more?
He was like the jazzy upbeat, the dancing. Like, my mom was. She like everything. Like, that's what I'm saying. Like, I feel like that's why my style, like, I'm real versatile, because like I was around everything, like rock and roll, like, country music, some country music. Like, I don't like country music at all, but like I heard it growing up, so like I can just like the beats and like, you know what I mean? Just like instruments. I like playing acoustic guitar and electric guitar, like piano, like I'm just like real versatile. I feel like that's why, because I heard all them sounds. Like jazz, for real, jazz is like every instrument is jazz.
That's so all the instruments. Yeah. Okay. Do you play all those instruments, or you just kind of dabble?
I have played, like I played the saxophone, I played the drums, the snare drum. Like I picked up guitar and piano by ear.
Okay.
Like
that's dope.
I used to make beats before I even rap. So like.
Okay. So yeah, you just got the music in you.
Right.
Okay, no, that's dope. I mean, a lot of people can't do things by ear and like self-taught and stuff like that. So
yeah, I could never read music. Like I was in the band, but I couldn't read the music. I just go home and learn everything by ear.
Got you. So you was like Nick Cannon on drumline.
Come back, act like I'm reading the music.
Right. You was Nick Cannon on drumline. I see you. Okay, no problem. It's all good. You still had it though, so that's all that matters.
Whatever gets the job done.
Yeah, that's all that matters. Okay. So musical journey, we started at 7. 7 is from what I understand is when we
7. I wrote my first.
Wrote your first rhyme because we took a trip to New York. Mm-hmm. And what happened on that trip to New York?
That's like the first time I met like my up north family. Like, you know what I mean? So like my cousin Pre, he was like, I think he was probably like 15, 16, 17 at the time. So this was like in the 90s. So just imagine.
Oh yeah.
You know, imagine what's going on right there. And I'm 7 years old. I have no clue.
Oh yeah, you just like a little sponge.
Yeah, so I was just like. First time I seen tall buildings, like, cause like I said, I'm from a sticks, like a small town. I don't see nothing, so it was just like dang, there's a whole world out there. And then there's all kinds of different music that I have. Like, not gonna say if they didn't play hip hop, cause my dad would play like, what's Montel Jordan considered? It's kind of like, it's not hip hop.
I guess that's early hip hop. I guess you could kind of say.
Yeah,
because I mean, Montel from Cali. So,
right,
you know,
so like,
it's early hip hop.
He was on that type of like, you know, house party vibe, like that. So I guess I did see some hip hop, but like once he introduced me to like Helter Skelter and like, you know, like.
That's what I said, hardcore. You went in hardcore hip hop.
Yeah,
for real.
See my first video, I was like, "Whoa!"
Yeah, whole mind.
Okay, this is what I'm trying to do.
Yeah, he said right there. My whole mind is blown. Okay. So we here at Straight Out the Trunk Radio. We talk a lot about hustling and whatnot. What was your first hustle ever, if you can recall?
My first hustle.
Are you selling candy? You selling T-shirts? You know. Anything.
Man, probably like candy at school.
Okay, yeah. A lot of us started bagging up some candy, you know, selling some fruit snacks or, you know, wrapping up some stuff. So, you know, it's okay. You got it.
I would do that.
Yeah. I bought some candy back in my day. I know. The sour belts, that was my shit. When they come with the sour belts.
We used to have, I forget where we used to get it from though, like.
Yeah, it don't matter as long as you got that money. That's all that matters.
I remember when I was like 5 years old. I was like, we went downtown. I had a bunch of pennies. Like 5 years old, I walked downtown. I had a bunch of like pennies trying to buy candy.
Yeah,
and I just remember that the police and stuff came. Police came pick me up, took me home.
Yeah, they said, "What are you doing down here?"
Trying to get more candy for school. They had no clue what was going on.
Yeah, they didn't know.
He was selling candy at school. Like,
that's hilarious. Hey, you saw people getting the money, you was trying to get some too.
Right.
Okay, I got you. So, as a kid, we got music at home. We 7 years old, write our first rhyme. 2018 is when we finally get to our debut album, Make It Out. So how do we what happened in between that time of us just, are we perfecting our craft up to 2018? Are we just kind of...
See, like, I wasn't really...
Or were you...
I didn't really start, like, you could say I was freestyling, like, from 7 until, high school.
Okay.
When I was, like, 18. And then I went to college. And like that's when I got in between that time, my cousin like got me in the studio, so like I had taste of recording. I had like a couple songs and stuff, but like then I got my own equipment. Okay. And once I got my own equipment, it's like I was in there every day. Like that's all I was doing was recording every day, like just stealing people's beats off, you know, like industry beats.
Oh yeah,
I got like 50 songs from 2015. Just like till 2018, I probably got like 50 or 60 songs like that I'll never be able to put out. Like I could do it a freestyle and do it, you know. But so I was just basically perfecting my craft from 2015 till 2018. Yeah.
Okay, got you. So 2018, you putting all the, you know, doing all the freestyles, you know, industry beat stuff that you can't even put out now because you getting sued for sure.
Right.
What happened in 2018 to where we finally want to press the button and say we're gonna make it happen? We're gonna take it serious. We're not gonna play anymore. What happens in 2018?
Really, I have my stuff on like SoundCloud and stuff.
Oh,
like, strictly SoundCloud. So like when I figured out, or like it was Reverb Nation or something.
Oh yeah, okay.
So like then it was like, yo, you can distribute it and get on Spotify, blah blah blah. So I did that real quick. But they kind of like did me dirty, like.
You gotta watch those DSPs.
So like, real quick, I'm like, oh nah, let me figure this out. Like, who can put my music out? That's the first time like I searched a distributor.
Okay.
Because other than that, Reverb Nation was the only person I knew of for music. Like it's crazy, like how fast the world evolves. Like that was really all there was though back then. Like
that's true at a certain point.
It wasn't, but if you look back, like when was DistroKid created? I don't even know.
That's a good question. We gotta do some research on that.
It ain't gonna be like 2009 or nothing like that, because
probably not.
I want to see. I really want to know.
Yeah, we're gonna have to Google that for sure.
I never knew that you could do that as an independent artist. Like I thought you had to be signed or whatever.
Yeah.
So once I found that out, I dropped my first album. I was like, shit, we going this album.
Okay,
like,
album.
And then,
okay.
When was it?
2013.
See what I mean?
Yeah, like you said, 2009, so like, it wasn't available.
Yeah, so like, I probably had music out 2012. Is when I put it out on SoundCloud.
Yeah.
You know, I'm in college. We in college, and then he gets locked up for a few years.
Okay.
So like, in between that time, I couldn't record. I remember that I couldn't record. And then I got my own stuff.
Okay, that was what
And then by that time, he had got out. But he don't really do it like I do now. Like, he still writes and, like, he might go to the studio. He actually live in Cali.
Okay. And he is... Who we talking about?
Don Dupree, my cousin.
Got you. The one that got you into the studio.
Yeah, he actually, like, started the name Hard Times, but... I just like I got the logo created and like just took it to
you took it to a different level. Next level. Okay. So as far as your debut album, Make It Out, you went ahead and did that in 2018. So moving forward from that EP and put it out into the world, what are some things that you think that your music speaks to the world? As far as when somebody listens to your music, what do you think they feel? What do you think they hear? Or what do you want them to?
Well, it just depends on what song you tap into, for real.
True. Okay.
Because, like, if you tap into my earlier stuff, like, I've noticed, like I see the growth in my music, like back then. Like, I still, like, keep the same messages and still talk about the same stuff, but it's just, like, how I word it, and, like, just, like, trying to be more positive, like, with my music.
Oh, yeah.
Like, I feel like it just depends on what song you tap into, because I say all the time I got a song for every mood, like, or every situation, like, so it really just depends on what song you tap into.
Okay. So as an independent artist, do you think that it's better to be independent, or do you think it's better to have a record label behind you, or the machine behind you? Which one
It just depends. Like, if you're in the right situation, yeah, having somebody behind you, yeah, everybody wants somebody behind you. You know what I mean? But
I mean, yeah.
And it depends on how successful you want to be. Like, you know what I mean? Like, I feel like independently I could be happy, like, you know what I mean, without a label if I'm getting enough exposure.
Okay.
But you gotta think what the label does is get you exposure. You're never gonna have more exposure than the people with the labels, and that's you're never gonna have that. Like, you know what I mean? That's something you gotta understand. Like, but you don't have to have that much exposure, like, you know what I mean, to be successful.
That's true. That's true. So. That's true. And speaking of, as far as exposure is concerned, you got some radio play on Power 105.1 in New York, correct? Mm-hmm. Which is huge. That's shout out to you. That's major. That's major. So that was what single was that?
PTSD.
Okay, PTSD. So what's PTSD about? I mean, obviously we know what the acronym sounds, or, you know.
Well, it's actually just a record off of an EP, off the EP.
Okay.
Like, I don't know, it just resonated. Like, I don't know.
So is it about trauma? Is it about?
Oh yeah, I mean, it's not. I wouldn't say it's about trauma. Like, the hook about trauma, like, I don't know. It's hard to explain.
Why name it PTSD then?
I named it PTSD because I got probably the hook. You know what I mean? Like, what I said in the hook. But I don't know. You just got. I don't really know how to explain it because, like, the names of my songs, like, I might not talk about the same, like, PTSD the whole. You know what I mean? Like, track. But throughout the track, you gonna hear, like, you know what I mean? Mm-hmm. That's just, you just gotta listen to my music because, like, it's just different.
Okay. All right.
It's kind of hard to explain. Like, it's hard to explain. I literally make all my music, like, so fast. Mm-hmm. I don't even think about it.
Okay. I was gonna ask you next. It's like, so what's your process in the studio? Are you just coming in, like, punching in, just throwing some shit down? Are you writing down?
See, like, for one, I record myself, so, like, that punching in, nah, it don't really work too well. Like, when you feel me? Like, my computer right here, mm-hmm. like, this is my booth. So, like, unless I'm doing it on my phone, mm-hmm. I gotta go boom, run into the booth real quick. Okay. So if I'm punching in, I'm doing that 50 times. Okay. You know what I'm saying? Right. So I try to have my shit, like, fluent, mm-hmm. like, know it without even looking at anything. Mm-hmm. Like, so I can just press record, go in the booth, play the hook, press record, play the verse.
Got you.
Like, I try to do it in as many takes as minimal takes as I can.
Got you. Okay. You trying to get that one take as close to one take as you can.
Because, like, if you get in a situation, like, you out in Cali, mm-hmm. you at a dope studio, mm-hmm. you ain't got time.
That's money.
You ain't got time to build a beat.
No, time is money.
You about to, you know what I mean, mm-hmm. spend some grip trying to do that. So, like, I try to have a beat, have a verse, everything ready, and just play that joint down. Okay.
So that sounds good. So I'm gonna ask you a couple things about, you have some singles out. So I'm gonna just name some of the singles and just give me a quick description of what those singles are, about, or what, it's saying. So On My Mind, what's that one on?
So that's really like a tribute to my fiance.
Okay. So like you said, you got something different. That's one for the ladies?
Yeah, that's like my only that I put out. That's my only, like, R&B joint. But I got, like, a bunch of joints like that. Though.
Okay. You gotta put it out for the ladies.
Yeah,
okay?
I know.
Right.
See, I've been feeding the streets, like, you know what I mean? I'm you see what I'm saying? I'm learning, like, yo, you gotta switch it up. Like, cause I'm sitting on a lot of music, like, just drop it. That's why this year I'm dropping a lot of stuff.
Just put it out. That's a fact. Stacking My Cash.
Stacking My Cash. That's like, that song came out of nowhere. Mm-hmm. That song came out of nowhere. So I tapped into somebody's live, and he was, like, building the beat.
Okay. Yeah.
Like, And I was like, yo, I got a hook already. Like I said, I make music fast. I was like, yo, I got a hook already. He was like, I'm gonna send it to you when I get done. So that's the fastest song I've ever done.
That's cool.
He sent that song to me, sent the beat to me. I did that joint, like, I had it done within like 30 minutes. And I ain't never done this to one of my songs. Sent this straight to my engineer, like, as soon as I recorded.
Yeah. And
he sent it back within an hour.
Oh, wow.
Like, he was like, yo, this song right here is hard. I was like, yo, let's go. So that's how that song came about, just out of nowhere.
Okay.
Off somebody's live, like a random person's live.
No, that's what's gonna be missing off that TikTok if it get banned.
Right.
Rondo,
I made that song in 2021.
Okay. And is it based off the NBA player Rondo?
Well, I mean, like, yeah, like, yes. Basically, yeah.
Okay.
The song, I think the beat might have been called Rondo.
Okay.
So, like, I just, like,
went off of that.
Yeah, I just went off of that. Sometimes I go off of what the beat's named.
Okay, yeah, that works. Yeah, they got some weed called Rondo, if I'm not mistaken.
And then when I dropped it, he was just caught the charge. Like, I had to roll out already, a month and a half. And then on, like, a week before I dropped the song, he got caught that charge. I was like, yo, perfect time. Free promo.
Free promo. I'm weak. All right. Featuring Roadrunner.
Shoot, we made that joint 2020. Just like I think I know his brother. I knew his brother. He was like, yo, my brother made music. So he like pulled up to the crib. I ain't never done this either with another person. When we got in the studio, I made 10 tracks in like 2 days.
Oh yeah.
And that's just one of them. We was like, yo, we need to drop some music.
Okay.
Just drop that song, but that's like one of a different vibe. I don't got no other music like that.
Okay, I got you. One more, actually 2 more. Came a Long Way.
That song, that's produced by Tweet 2. He just went like double platinum like the other day.
Yeah.
Yeah, so that song.
That's good to have a song with somebody like that.
Yo, it's crazy because when I met him, he wasn't like, he had already dropped one of the songs, but you know what I mean, he like real humble with it. Yeah, it's a real blessing to be working with him. But yeah, that song, you want to know how I made it or what?
Well, just what does it signify? Like, you came a long way from?
Just from the bottom, like, just listen to the hook, gonna tell you exactly what the song is about. I came a long way from the bottom. I had to do this on my own, like I'm out here on my own, like, you know what I mean? Nobody, I don't got no supporters back home. Like, I got a little, but like that's what anybody like trying to do this. I feel like you don't really have too much support, but everybody could probably say they came a long way. You know what I mean? But
yeah, you can. Yeah. Depending on who you saying, who you talking about. Okay, and last one, How I Move.
How I Move, that's a collab with a Billy.
Oh yeah, I saw Billy on.
Yeah, out of New York. So, like, it's crazy because
is that like how you moving in the industry, how you moving in the streets, how you moving on? Like,
just how I move in general, like just how I move, like. How we move, and like we just move different, and I feel like I move different than like don't nobody move like me.
Okay, that's
like
fair.
You know what I mean? So like that song is just like I made that song and just like I was like, yo, I think you'll sound good on the song, like, you know what I mean, like. And it just worked out. It just worked out. Like, it just happened to work out like that.
Okay, I got you. So last question, I want to ask you about your sponsor. Are you sponsored by, or you're in sponsorship with Got the Juice, and that's cold pressed juices, correct? Yeah. So tell me about, is that something that you make, or you're in partnership with somebody that has that business, or how's that come about?
I had this I go to this festival every year now, and he was a vendor there. So he like he was one of the people who sent me video on my set, and he just liked my set, and like we ended up talking, and like of course the juice, you know, we were trying to stay healthy, so that, like,
you actually drink. So one last question before we get out of here. What's one affirmation that you live by?
That one day at a time. One
day at a time. That's a great affirmation to live by, because all we can worry about is the present. That's why they call it the present, because it's a gift. Right. And we got to cherish it right now.
Because you don't know if you're going to be here tomorrow.
You have no idea if this is the last one. Absolutely. So thank you so much. I appreciate you for giving us your time. We appreciate you. Let everybody know where they can follow you and where they can find your music.
You can find me on all platforms, J-M-A-N-E, that's J-Main, and on all social media at J-Main_HT.
Absolutely. It's your girl, Shay Shaded, right here with Straight Out the Trunk Radio. Interview dropping soon. Wait on that.